sweetheart, our baby's a month old. You survived your pregnancy. You survived your body going into shock when you gave birth. You survived postpartum. We never celebrated all that. And we should celebrate, you know? Having our baby reach a month, that's something to celebrate.
I agree, but I actually wanted to talk to you about
I
something.
don't mean to cut you off, but our life moves so fast that we never take a minute to just smell the roses, to read some comments about how people like you, or just appreciate one another as parents. You know, before you know it, we're going to have gray hair, you're going to be in Nanny Agatha's position, and we're going to look back and feel like we didn't appreciate these moments more. I just want you to know I appreciate you.
That's very sweet, Brian. Like, I can't put into words how much that means to me, really.
Seeing you be a mother to a newborn, I can't explain it. I thought I knew what type of mom you were, just how you dealt with your toddler. But seeing you as a mom to our newborn daughter while you're on maternity leave has been some of the best. It's made me a better man.
So how did you want to celebrate?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So I did something a little sneaky.
Yeah? And how are you sneaky?
Well, I spoke to the family court people, got us permission to go to Hershey Park. You know, because we need permission to go out of state in your custody agreement. They spoke to your ex-husband about it. It's all squared away. We can go to Hershey Park, not get in trouble for taking your son out of state.
My God, that's really... I need to talk to you about something. I need to talk to you about something that I should have spoken to you about a few days ago before we have any other conversation.
Let me guess. You don't even like Hershey chocolate.
No, my job called me on Monday and they offered me double the pay to leave my maternity leave early and go back to work.
Okay. Got it.
Now that I got that off my chest, you know, we can still go to Hershey this weekend. I would love to do that before I go back to work.
When would you go back? When would you go back to work? Like how soon?
They told me, tentatively they told me Tuesday.
Do you not even like... Never mind.
What? Finish the sentence, Brian. What?
I don't understand it. Why don't you want to be around her? Do you not want to be around our baby? Is that it?
Brian, how could you say that, really? Like, you really think that? It's double the pay. That's why I... Double the pay, but I already get paid very well, and that would be like life-changing money.
Screw the money, Miranda. I don't base my life around money. I've never done anything for money. I make good money. You have your child support. We're not struggling. You don't need that carrot that they're waving over you.
Brian, I hate when you say that, like I'm relying on you. I don't need money from men, and then don't take that the wrong way, but like I want to earn my own money. Do you know what I mean?
So that's what this is. I have never made you feel like you relied on my dollar. I've never made you feel like you relied on me. We're a partnership. But is that what this is all about? You just don't want to rely on a man because of what your ex-husband did to you?
No, it's about me wanting a career, me enjoying my work, me doing the thing that I went to school for. It's 2024 and my maternity leave, it's almost already over.
You know, when I started to date you, I dated you for who you were and how you were a mom to your child. It just, to me, seems like you're changing in some way.
I don't understand why you're so threatened by change. It's not like you. You know, you talk about meeting me and knowing me, but like this, it's out of character for you to feel this way, in my eyes.
I have a right to be uncomfortable with change. You're not the only one with a past. You're not the only one who's been hurt in the past, and I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the women that I dated before you. So don't stand there and act like you're the only one that's ever been hurt or is afraid of change or whatever. I I think I'm justified.
Well, Brian, if I get condemned for comparing you to my ex-husband, please don't compare me to your exes.
Just stop for a second. I personally am not comfortable with you going back to work early. I'm not comfortable with you leaving your maternity leave early.
Look, this is why I was scared to tell you, and it shouldn't even be a conversation like this. I'm going back. That's it. I'm going to go back to work. It's my decision.
Now, even when I'm vulnerable with you, even when I tell you that I'm not comfortable with something, moving forward, I have to worry about you just dismissing it, because that's exactly what you did right now. You just dismissed everything I said to you.
Because nothing about me going back to work should make you feel uncomfortable. Do you know how ridiculous that is?
Forget about my feelings for a second. Forget about your feelings for a second. You know I went back to work a little bit early. That I don't work all week, but I work when I work. So next week, when you go back to work, who's watching Charlotte?
I already spoke to my mom, and she said that she would watch her until we can figure out the daycare situation.
Wow. You already have a babysitter planned and everything. You planned all of this behind my back without even consulting me. And I'm trying not to be offended. But what if I did this with you?
I wanted to tell you, but I knew you were going to react like this. That this is why I couldn't tell you sooner. I would have told you the second I got off the phone.
So tired of this maternity leave crap. I thought that you were just going to run.
And that's my phone.
You know how we were talking about our wedding day the other day? I forgot another story. They forgot to bring out the dessert on time. Remember that? Why is your ex-husband having a fun conversation with you about your wedding day? Since when do you guys chit-chat?
I don't know why he's messaging me about. I made it clear the other day at the supervised visit. It was our wedding anniversary, and he said happy anniversary. And then he told a story about how I forgot to give the DJ the playlist, and we laughed for 2 seconds, and then that was it. We had a conversation, and I don't know why he's following up with it. He's overstepping his boundaries, but that was it, Ryan.
So now you guys are friends? You guys are having normal conversations after everything that he's put us through. You're having civil conversations with this man about your wedding day.
You have like selective hearing, babe. I shut it down. Okay, we had a conversation. I realized we shouldn't be having a conversation, and then I shut it down.
He said something else. Sorry that I asked you out to coffee the other day. It was inappropriate. Why am I finding out about this like this? If he ever asks you out, I should know about that. You told me not to go to the supervised visits. You told me to stay home and that I had nothing to worry about. And now you guys are talking about your wedding day. Almost like you're both reminiscing about times so good from the past. How's that supposed to make me feel?
You don't have anything to worry about. Again, he offered to have coffee with me, and I said absolutely not. And that was the end of it.
Did you shut him down though? And I'm not trying to doubt you or mistrust you, but if you shut him down, would he still be texting you about your wedding day? And would he still feel comfortable to have these conversations with you at all?
I really don't like how you're acting right now. It's really rubbing me the wrong way. I don't like it.
It's all coming out of left field. I was not ready for you to give up your maternity leave yet. I was enjoying our time. Okay, I'm a first-time father. Not trying to make this about me, but I was enjoying you being home. I was not ready to put my daughter in daycare yet. You know how I feel about that. And I certainly wasn't ready to see you flirting with your ex-husband.
Well, then you be a stay-at-home dad. You quit your job and be a stay-at-home dad, because I'm not going to go quit my job after you just accused me of flirting with my ex-husband.
The minute you're complaining about your ex-husband to family court and you hate his guts and you want nothing to do with him and you're happy that he's giving up custody, and then the next, you're feeling bad for him and he's your best friend. And you know what? I would quit my job and become a stay-at-home dad because I care about my kid.
What? Because I want to continue my career and I want to work. I don't care about my daughter. I don't care about my kids because I actually want to have a career and make my schooling worth it and be fulfilled.
I never once said that about you. Wonder why you're thinking that. I just wasn't ready for you to go.
Ryan, so I can stay at home, be a little domesticated housewife just like I was with Joey, and you can be the breadwinner, right? Is that what you want, so you can feel like a big man around the house and I can just throw away my career and never do what I want to do with my... No,
Conversation's going nowhere because neither one of us can see it from the other perspective. Okay, you're never gonna see it from my view. We're definitely not going to Hershey now.
So now what? You're just gonna leave again? Just like you always do after all our arguments, you're just gonna leave and go cool off?
If you're gonna curse me out or something, then yeah. I don't want to be in this house. I don't need the confrontation. I have a right to my feelings and what I feel about the situation, and if I'm not comfortable with something, I'm not comfortable with something.
Why did you have to take the news like this? Why couldn't you just be supportive? Why did it have to be everything that I feared it to be?
Why did you have to go and have a conversation about your wonderful wedding day with your ex-husband when you're with me?
So this is what it's about now. We started on a maternity leave and now this is what it's about. I have to have him unblocked in my phone because of the stupid custody agreement. He has to contact me so he can talk to his son. I do not want him talking to me like that. I put my foot down. It's not a two-way street. I'm not enjoying the conversation. I don't want to... I shouldn't have to explain myself.
Just go back to work. It's fine. I'll quit my job and I'll be a stay-at-home dad.